What's up, SP8? How are you? Hey, Gungi. How are you, legend? Kitsu. How are you, Kitsu? Noah likes Coke. Yeet. Hey, Nick. Uh, I am the Madness. Is Bear here? No, I don't think he's here yet. How are you, Madness? I does not think the bear is here yet. Hope everyone's having a good, what is today? It's Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. Um, I'm just doing a couple blitzes here. Literally two. Use up my, tokens. DJ countered me. Oh, he did. I have not seen that yet. I'll have to watch that. Maybe excited for a content-filled stream. I have not. You're trying the orange Alani? Nice. How is it? I like orange in general. What's up, Big Show? How are you? I have not seen it yet. I'll have to watch that at some point, I suppose. This whole thing is ridiculous. Whatever. So, what's good? What do you guys want to talk about? How's everyone today? There's a ton to do in the game today, right? Everyone's busy doing all that stuff. I know that. I just posted a deep dive on Trickster Live. For anyone thinking about taking Live up, they should find it informative and useful. What's up, Mule? How are you? Ooh, orange cream dreamsicles or creamsicles were amazing. I like them. Orange Kiss reminds you of Sun Kiss. Nice, can't go wrong there. Cold Mob beer, yeah, tons of stuff. Blitzing your life away, James. Right on. Right on. So, you guys all getting dialed in for Feud this weekend? Flash Feud, I'm assuming. What is everyone working on? Like, since it's a slow day, I have spent a ton of time setting my initial Feud roster up, worked out a bunch of builds, recorded a video, um, farmed some metals. And when I say farmed, I mean I used auto clear tickets to farm some metal bits. Just trying to get new straps set up and stuff like that. Yeah, Jabroni, absolutely. Nice, SP8. Nice. Yep, this is the new format, I believe, Jabroni, with the structured weeks. Um, nice. Powerhouse Bulldog is super useful. There's nothing to do, so that's why you're here. You know what, Madness? I'll take it. I'll take it. Actually, do you guys want to see really good Kyrie setup for Feud with 99 MP? You can do it at 5-star. I mean, it depends, I guess. How good it is really depends on how much you're willing to put into it. But I got a really good 99 MP Kyrie setup if you're going to use her for Feud. Your faction mate? Which faction mate? Madness? Which faction mate? Who are we criticizing? I don't even know who's in my faction. Alright. That takes care of those two blitzes. The roster dive? Oh, Kitty's in your faction? Awesome. What's up, Tito? How are you? Hey, Kitty Corn. What's good? The person of the moment. Yeah, Talent Up was pretty nice, huh? Pretty nice. Hmm. Yeah, Southside. Yeah. Leave it to Southside. I expect a pretty low turnout today, to be honest. I'm ready for the dress down of your life. Yeah, I doubt it's going to be like that, Kitty Corn. I don't feel the need to dress down anyone um at all. So, real quick, what do we want to talk about? Let's give people a little bit of time to get in. Like I said, I don't think we'll have a ton of people today because it's kind of a slow day. Not from you, oh, from other people. Okay. Um, I kind of want to talk about, yeah, Mule. I'm gonna two click run her, which I haven't been able to do because I only have a 50% strap. Um, I maxed it and got her at 5-star gold so far, Noah. I really don't like my feud roster for ladies beyond Rhea, to be honest. And I was messing with Kyrie a lot, and I've come to the conclusion. Right on, footers. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. I want to try and do one of those a week. I don't know that I will always get one a week, but I want to try and start doing one of those deep dives a week. Cora's next, and then I think I need to do a Rick Steiner one because so many people got Steiner. So Steiner will probably be after Cora. And then maybe I'll do an Anvil since a lot of people got Anvil, but yeah. What's up, Scone? So other than Rhea, I'm not really happy. Liv will be awesome. I just don't like having to click so much. So I went on I was really messing kind of with Kyrie, and triple green is gonna hit hard enough with the moment and 100% strap to not have to cycle it multiple times. So it'll just be 3 clicks and done. And should do by my math with the moment. No, SP8. It's never worth pushing in, well, I guess we have to see how much it changed, but Flash Feud is the worst time to push. Plus, Mrs. Mherex and I are going to a Rock and Mineral show. Um, on Friday night, we're going to spend the night in Portland, and Saturday we're going to the show, and I'll get home late Saturday night, so I won't play much Friday or Saturday. Hopefully Saturday night I can play a bunch with Austin on the top lane, but if not, no big deal. So no, I won't be pushing. Also, generally, Flash Feud is the most expensive. What channel? Okay, we're on expensive poster. Um, and Boss Battle. It's more expensive than Boss Battle the last couple months. So Becky was ridiculously expensive, and I already got 3 this month, so I'm like good. Like it would. I can't imagine. It's gonna be worth like so when I went for Austin, it made up for spending, so I didn't have to hardly spend anything, right? Like it was steps, basically. And then I showdowned a bunch, so neither of the showdowns were really terrible compared to what they could be. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of in shutdown mode. Like I don't ever try to get all of them. Usually once I get like 1 or 2, I'm pretty good, and I've got 3, so um we'll see. I really don't like my acros, so I thought Devon was probably worth it. Plus, I'm actually a Dudley Boy Mark. They were my favorite Attitude Era tag team, the Dudley Boys. And so, same token, I got Bubba. I do think maybe I might have undersold Bubba a little bit. He's so fast that, and especially at Trickster, it might make up for the Cascade chance for me because he's so fast. Um, that's always good, Scon. Sometimes you need to take a break, especially when you played for years and years. Anyway, I think triple green will be amazing for Kyrie, and it'll only take 3 clicks and will do enough damage if you have the moment, if you have 100% strap, and then if you're willing to put at least this on, one of these two. This is better than this, but this setup is really good. This should go over 30 mil, I think, based on my testing. It should go over, I think, I want to say like 30 mil with the moment. What's up, HD? Also, if you're looking for a good build, what's up? No. If you're looking for a good build with 99 MP, I actually really like this one, and you can do it at 5-star. Obviously, this is a little more. Sherry is better than Matt, and then Seamus is better than either of these two. Seamus and Gunther are both better. Bubba? I haven't looked at him yet, Jabroni, because I was playing a bunch of ladies, and like check this out. Actually, check out how hard this hits. Okay, so you were like from October, you were like a 6 month break then ish? Maybe a little longer than that. No, not October. Acrodome was in October. Almost a year then, Kitty Corn? Maybe? A year and a half. Oh wow, okay. Okay. So like no KO and that kind of stuff. But if you're looking for a good night, and keep in mind this is with a OP strap. But this build should be great for feud. We can look at Bubba Jabroni. Not long after power. Okay, I'm bad with timelines, right? Like it all blends together, to be honest. Obviously, Sherry would be way better, and Gunther or Memrock, but this still. Look at the gem damage here. Oh, that's a huge cascade, though. That's 10 million on a 5-star gold with the 99 MP. So, I mean, that'll work. That'll definitely work for few. Bubba alternate builds, Jabroni with 99 MP. Let me look. Yeah, the moment is amazing. 33 spec. So you're gonna want to use the finisher, right? You were thinking, what'd you say? I was thinking yellow, purple, purple. Which this one? Which yellow? The yellow choose purple gems with the purple. The yellow choose purple gems with the purple trap and finisher. Yeah, that's the other thing. HD. Um, this will be silly with the yellow. A whole row of traps into purple, do a row break. Yeah, so I think what you're talking about is similar to what I ran. Nice, Noah. It took forever to get one of everyone. Hey, Sako, how are you, bud? I think I'm with you, HD, on triple yellow for feud. I need to decide, to be honest. Yeah, how far I am going to level these people for feud, right? I have a 60% gem damage strat for Bubba, so you know I like triple yellow because there's no cascade risk. Um, Sonya, I think I'm gonna go with a funky, just a move damage based build because the only strap I have that's even remotely decent is for 50% move damage. So I think I still need to farm metal bits and level this up. So I think I'm gonna go with that kind of thing, and then just hit the finisher and kind of move on. I don't know. User against 6-star bronzes, nothing higher, probably. So I still need to figure that out, but yeah. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. My boss is in town this week, so busy week for me at work. He's usually not in town, but we're working on some new stuff. Nice, you got the Titan plate, awesome. Oh yeah, that would work, HD. Yeah, you could use the finisher, correct. Yeah, that makes sense. Get the damage and the double yellow, so purple double yellow. That'll that'll do it. Hey Zandel, how are you? We're gonna take a look at Kitty's roster in a little bit. And then we're just kind of talking, and then the 6-star move, yeah, finisher. Yeah, that should be solid. That depends who you got, to who you put the Titan plate on. That really depends who you have, Sako. There's a ton of people the Titan plate is good on. No, yes, but you have to trade blitz tickets for them. So like my free to play can't do any of the blitzes. because I have no Blitz tickets on that account. So what are you guys thinking about how Mania is shaping up so far? I'm still a little bit behind, but I caught up. I watched like 3 weeks worth of SmackDown and Raw this weekend. So I think I'm still like about 2 or 3 weeks behind. I gotta say, and don't hate me when I say this, The Rock is bored. Nah, no info, Bob. Nothing, no new info. Um, The Rock's promos really bore me, to be honest. Don't hate me for saying this, but I don't like his promos. I think he sucked. Yeah, I like really like the whole like method thing was his best. I mean, come on. He it's weird because he's become a much better actor in like Hollywood, but he's super boring for wrestling to me. Like I wish he wouldn't even came back. I don't like it. Like he just bores me. I'm like just get off the mic. Like he's been in my opinion promo wise, he's been outshined by everyone he's out there with. Seth, Cody, Roman. You know, last night was his best work. Okay. I haven't seen last night yet. So, escape artist probably put on a lady. Um because you see subs most in the ladies game. So whatever lady you use a bunch. Nah, I don't Zandel, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch anything Rock's putting online considering I haven't enjoyed him on the main show. So, what I have enjoyed though is Tiffany Stratton. I've really enjoyed Tiffany Stratton. She's friggin' awesome. I love Tiffy time. I'm on that bandwagon 100%. Cool. And I like Jay Uso a lot. I'm enjoying Dunn and Bate because I find little big or big strong boy amazing. So I'm enjoying that. Kyrie's really good, Noah. Fair enough, Sandel. Also, Zandel, I wanted to hear your opinion. We were talking about this in 1% chat. Does anyone run the ropes ever faster than Braun Breaker does? And then the question was, and we thought maybe you would be able to answer this, Zandel. Have they told people to run the ropes slower in the past? So like does Braun just look like the fastest ever because he's got the green light to run them that fast, or is he just that quick? When that dude comes off of the ropes, he's like a rocket, man. I don't think I've ever seen anyone hit the ropes and run that fast. I've been doing a bunch of training for the DJ showdown, which apparently he posted a video in rebuttal. So I've been training. I've been doing a bunch of mouse clicks for tapping the loot. And I've been talking to Mo in my faction because he's super lucky. So I got a couple guys in my faction training me for the pulls. I didn't see that's gone. I didn't. So Zandel, you think Braun is just that much more explosive than people we've seen? Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of finger training so I can tap really well. I may go, yeah. Also, like I said, Mo is telling me his secrets for pulling. We're scouting servers to see what the hot server is. Exactly, Sensei. Yeah, they're gonna make it so my finger eats lightning and craps thunder. Hey, Bills Mafia, how are you? Of course, hot servers are a myth, HD. You know I think that's a bunch of bullcrap. But come on, let me be in kayfabe here. Your guess would be for safety, and most semi-big guys aren't doing things that require speed. That's fair enough. That's fair enough, Zando. Buckets are not a myth. That I feel like is true. Good. Keep all the hot servers for the rest of us. I'm just always the server I'm not on. Yeah, it's just you're right. Right? It's always the server I'm not on. It's for content. Star rotation helps. Just don't circle it or you will summon Ryback. Ooh. I don't have Ryback. I'd love to summon him. Yeah, footers. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Zandel, I wish Braun is kind of better than a spear, than just a spear. It's kind of a boring finisher. Like, he's so athletic. I want to see him do something besides a spear, to be honest. I get SP8. That would be the funniest thing. So, you guys got to keep this on the DL. And I'm sure no one will narc on me for this. But I'm secretly tempted to just do that, right? And like just be like, yeah, this is what pulls mean to me. Bam. Exactly, James. Skip all 6 stars. Yeah, yeah. But I don't know how he does his silly scoring, so I don't know if we need to see them all pop up so he can figure out the scoring or whatever. I feel like since I don't know the rules, I'm gonna have it stolen from me anyway. Yeah, Zandel, that makes sense. Yeah. Hey Vic, how are you? Yeah, Sensei. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're both different classes, bitter blue, so it's nice HD, thanks. They're both different classes, bitter blue. So there it's apples to oranges, so I don't feel like that's a fair comparison. Ninja kick the rabbit. So like I don't personally enjoy pull videos. Like I'm very much on record with this. Like I've never watched pull videos. Like even before I was a content creator, I never watched like G's pulls. It's just not something I enjoy. I do know a ton of people actually enjoy watching them though. Like anytime a pull video gets posted, typically always does really good views. I don't know if that's because people like seeing pain and suffering or like living vicariously through the pulls, but a lot of people really enjoy pulls. I don't. But I do understand that a lot of people do enjoy them. You're a closet puller? Pause? Yes. So yeah. Um so guys, well this is my experience with pulls, and I don't care if I'm on the official channel or not. They all suck. Pulls always suck. I've recruited, if you look at the top of my roster, almost everything on here was a shard recruit. I think the first non-shard recruit that I got on my roster at the top these are all either free or shard recruits, except Seamus was a pull. So like pulls, I expect to get nothing. So I typically only do pulls if I get something guaranteed. So yeah. Yep, exactly, Kitty Corn. I'm also on record as saying don't keep doing the $20 spends. Save up and do a big spend when you can get like a poster and a plate. You know what I mean? I definitely enjoy pulling more than watching. Fair enough, Kitsu. Wait, that wasn't Sensei or Southside, so I don't think I'm being trolled. Toilet pulls are honestly tier one. Everything else is fake. Yeah, SP8. That's good. That's a good thing. Theory Brute. Weekend generally seems like the best time to do pulls if it gets you contest points too, and maybe something else, or like shards and pulls, like guaranteed shards and pulls if you're close. I think it's always a joke, personally, Madness. That's just me. I literally don't ever see a loot and like, dang, this is really good. Once in a blue moon, right? Like, so I do think the blitz pulls are usually pretty good at the end of the month when you get shards of the monthly characters if you're close. Those ones are generally pretty solid for shards if you're close. Key pulls are awesome when you get something new. Yeah, I like key pulls. What's up, Uncle Meow Meow? Meow Meow. So yeah. Guys, if you want a chance at Dudley, let's get some feedback actually first. Or during this. Get some feedback going in the chat. Showdown event. Don't just tell me it sucked or you hated it. Tell me why it sucked, why you hated it, why you liked it. Don't just say it was amazing, it sucked. Tell me why. Like, what did you think about the event weekend? Was it good? Was it bad? And why? Was it somewhere in between? Like, tell me the reasoning. CSS are such a tease. Yeah, they are. Yeah, if you're like one short, then it's so hard to hit that the last point milestone for that 700k event points. CSS was really rough, Telvin. Otherwise, it was fine. It was mid because missing more than one CSS is impossible to max. Okay. It's very hard to even get one bonus if you have no CSS. Yeah, absolutely. We're for Shamus only. Decent event. Worst part is choosing between solo points or faction grind. If you were lucky SP8, then maybe you had a grinder that matched up with the showdown trainer buff that you not buff, showdown icon. There we go. Promoter. If you were lucky. Otherwise, yeah, you did have to choose. New Gen Acro was a good idea for career showdown defense. I just want to look them in the eyes and say I'm disappointed in them. That's fair, Fitz, Matt. Regular showdown is, I think we all agree regular showdown is kind of pointless for the most part at this point. It needs overhauled in a big way. I just liked it because they burnt me out. Yeah, when we had showdown every week for like 3 months straight. Yeah. It was good up until I realized that I couldn't get the gold chest because my faction barely hits the faction milestones. Okay. Not too low currency. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I guess sort of a smart faction. CSS feel more like a punishment now and not a... Yeah, especially when you take energy into account. You have to get really sneaky. Hey, 619, how are you? You have to get really sneaky with how you try and manage your energy with completing the tasks and the faction portion. It's not an easy balance at all. I do like what James just said, where you have to break X amount of certain gems, like breaking the trap gems and black gems. I do like that. I typically don't care for the damage task, but there's some easy workarounds for that. But the hunting specific gem types, I generally do like that. I think that makes Showdown a little more interesting, but yeah. Yeah, Theory, for sure. You don't like how rare the CSS superstars were? The weekend was alright. I'm just getting annoyed with the randomness of the prize wall tokens, which made planning for items hard. Yeah, so honestly, I agree with a lot of what's being said. I think energy is too thin. There's not enough energy for what they ask you to do. And I think the prize wall is way too thin for me, right? The prize wall, like, so my free to play got enough to get a escape artist plate. So I feel like though, like considering the Titan plate was on the part picker for months and months, I feel like for how hard it is to get 5k tokens, did anyone get 5k tokens as free to play that wasn't in a top 3 faction? If you were free to play, did you like spent no money on the event, period? Did you get 5k prize wall currency spending no money on the event? Free to play for that event. And you're not in a top 3 faction. Anyone? Did even one person? Your faction was 8th and you got 5k no spend? Awesome, Vic. How many CSS were you missing? approximately. You did the collector's pack and got it, so $5. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. 80th on the leaderboard. Okay, Theory Brute. Good job. Good job. I think I finished 6th or 7th. You got 11K in ours, Zandel. Nice. Okay. So if you're in a bigger faction, yeah, they have in 619. If you're in a bigger faction, apparently you can get the 5K. So I don't have as big a problem with that. I feel like some of the shards are very overpriced for how many tokens you get, because I feel like the idea behind the Showdown prize wall is that you can eventually recruit those Showdown characters, right? So I feel like some of them are overpriced. The Chelsea shards weren't terrible, but it was only 25 of them. You know, I feel like it should be at least 50, and the pricing should be a little bit lower for me. I do feel like the prize wall currency could go a lot farther for maybe not as good of stuff, if that makes sense. Because it should have a decent amount of meaning. Top 10 factions spent 25, got 11K. Okay. If you have your promoters max, Sensei, and you get your streak going and go at the right time, it's definitely possible if you have 2 promoters maxed. But it also kind of depends on your bucket, who you see to hit, and if your streak gets interrupted or not. But if you have 2 that are giving you 250% extra, that's 500% extra showdown points. That's a lot. I finished like 15th, not 15th, I'm sorry, like 7th. And I was running 1 maxed and then 1 coin promoter. Because I was getting coin milestones too. So I think at the start, the first showdown I thought was pretty decent with energy and stuff. My big problems with showdown are actually pretty similar to what they've always been. Your bucket in showdown absolutely matters, right? Like who you see at the end matters a ton. If you're getting attacked a lot at the end, matters a ton. So a lot of times it's better to be active like 2 hours before the end, so you're not getting hit as much than it is at the end. But so much depends on your bucket. Like, for example, I never saw Whip It once all showdown. I think that'd be great, HD. So here's also something else. I wish the currency just carried over. If you don't spend it, save up for something good. Why can't the showdown currency carry over? Why would that be so bad? Even if they needed to raise the pricing a little bit, why not let it carry over? You could remove the poster from them, but but let's have some good stuff. And I don't care if it takes me 6 months to get something I really want. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just a thought. Yeah, absolutely, HD. So I don't know. There's different stuff they could try. Also, here, what I would like to see. So, and I talked about this before, but this is kind of linked to the event. No, Scon, not anytime soon, but I think they could, honestly, because there's more OP plates. Like the Piper plate is way more OP. Keys should carry over too. Sure, why not? I don't think that would hurt anything. Let me career. So this store, the top 2 rows are amazing. Get out of here. These 2 rows are amazing. They should never mess with these 2 rows, right? These 2 rows are fine. What I want to see is a bottom row added down here. Beneath this, that is metal bits and strap parts. Metal bits and strap parts down here. And then IOW straps. Yeah, props too. Absolutely props. And that would make Showdown more worthwhile, even if the prize walls weren't as good. You would still be buying really good stuff that's there all the time. You know what I mean? I think that would help Showdown a lot, because so like Look, I have 2.9 million currency and it just goes up, buying out the top all the time. So it literally makes no value for playing Showdown. So I think that would help too. Uh, that's great, Uncle Meow. Yeah, they could put really expensive shards like they did with the Piper, the not the Pyro Princess plate in there, and that would make Showdown better in and of itself. Yeah, and rotate the shards out, right? Like, so I've said this before. if if a poster has been in the game for a year, that's their window. Same thing with a plate. You have a year to make money. That's way more than enough time to let the whales, and then so I've always like first 3 months big spenders get it. That's fine. After 3 months, it's then another round at a lower price. After 6 months, another round at a very low price, and then after a year, it moves into a free to play pool. It literally should just cycle that way, in my opinion. Like, and then you're paying for early access, and by the time you get to a year, most things are outdated a bunch anyway, so you might as well give them away for free, other than the trainers, right? That's how I would rotate it personally, and I think that would be great for game health, because a ton of people just want to collect the superstars, play and have fun, and they'd still make their money, right? Oh, we also need blitz tickets in here too, yeah. um for sure. Like, these are things they could add to a prize wall like this without necessarily giving us high value items that would make Showdown be more worth it. So in a sense, sort of linked to the weekend event. Just having um more value from doing Showdown in general, right? Because when it's to the point where you're getting like 3 and 4 million Showdown points and there's literally nothing in this store to buy, that's kind of a balance problem the way I look at it, right? Something isn't matching up. So just throw stuff out here, and like, you could also put all of the, I don't know, it's just there's a bunch of different ways you could go about it. I know everything is like balanced though. So that being said, guys, um there's been a lot of good feedback in here. No, he's the same as IOW Foley's the same as Macho, just reskin. Um you guys should really go and post on the forum, simply because there's if you give constructive feedback, one person gets a 4-star Bubba Ray Dudley, right? And if you look, there's not even a full page of entries yet. So what's that, like 30 people have entered? So if that, so you have like a 1 in 30 chance right now of getting a Dudley poster. So, and they do read this, since it was actually asked if I would talk about the forum today by Furpo, because so few people have given feedback. So they do read this, even if they don't always make changes, but there have been a lot of good ideas in here, and I think it's worth sharing on this, at least for a chance to get the Dudley Boy poster. Plus, maybe they'll listen to some of the feedback. So yeah, I mean, like, the stuff I've talked about, like, I don't like, there's not enough energy for the tasks given, in my opinion. So I don't like that. Um, I do like the break the specific gems, for sure. And I would enjoy showdowns much more when they're not restricted to who I can use in the first or second slot. That generally makes showdowns super not fun for me. When they restrict first or second slot, that, if you want to be restrictive, just do it in the gems you want me to break. Blue gems, multiplies, whatever. That's restrictive enough and gives me a specific task. So there's a lot about Showdown I think that's potentially good, but not necessarily all of it. And I think if the experience was more fun, it would make the event better. And then just give a little bit more value on the prize wall. Throw people some more bones with the shards. Get more fresh plates out there. Like, why is there only a 40k, a 25k, a 5k, and like a 1.2k option? Give me some like 8ks, 10k options. You know what I mean? Like, throw a Z plate out there. Put some more options at different pricing in between on the plates. I think that alone would probably help a lot. Because I hear a bunch of people say they got 10, 11K shards free potentially when they do really well and they're in a decent faction. So get some more plates out there in those hittable, obtainable pricing ranges, and have that be your older plates that are more than a year old. You've had over a year to make money on them. I feel like those should be in the game. Like, I don't have any issue with Scopely making money. I just, a few things I wish is that loot odds were completely transparent. I know they're trash, right? Like, but the weighted, it should be visible to see that you have a 0.0001% chance of hitting the featured, right? Those should be visible and showing. But yeah, post on the forum. You know, do your feedback, get yourself a poster potentially, but make it constructive. More importantly to me than winning something is good ideas that the developers might use and we can influence the game potentially, right? So yeah, Sheik Plate is how old? Sheik Plate is like 2+ years old, 3 maybe. So Seamus Crown's old, Tiara's old. Yeah, like get these in there at reasonable pricing, 100%. Is it better now, Iron Sheik? I think a lot of people get turned off the forum because the admins were jerks. Yeah, I still don't have Hitman's jacket actually. I have an SP8. I can post it though. I think I have the link in my Discord. Let's take a look. Well, you shouldn't get banned. Wait, why do I suck? I'm reading my Discord. Oh, I'm good, Nope. How are you, bud? There's the link for the UI update. I mean, nobody should get banned, in my opinion, as long as you're being respectful. You should never get banned or censored. You should always be allowed to give your opinion. So, like, literally, if you're being censored for just giving your opinion, screen like without being a douche, freaking screenshot your posts and then send it to me, and I'll pass it on to Furpo, right? If you guys are telling me like the forum and Iron Sheik, you're a good dude. So if you tell me that you guys post stuff and it's constructive and not douchey, and people are like being a-holes as moderators on the forum, screenshot that crap, send it to me, and I'll forward it to Furpo. Because as far as I know, they are not supposed to be screwing with most of your stuff unless it's against TOS. Like, they're not supposed to delete posts or that kind of stuff unless it's against TOS. I'm not a forum, so I could be wrong there. So if you're not being douchey and you just have an opinion, that is supposed to be left alone 100%. So if you're getting stuff deleted for your opinion, and you're not being a jerk about it or saying mean things, just screenshot and send to me. I'll send it to Furpo. Hey, Clado, how are you, bud? I love you too. I guess it's in how you word it, Scott. Like, so to me, I think a lot of people thought it was positive to have a scoring change and to have a potential to grind. That part was positive. The overall event sucked because the scoring was way off. So I don't know that that's necessarily mostly positive. I think there was positive and there was negative, right? So maybe it's in the communication aspect. Although I also think like even though like technically I'm a Scopely rep, I guess. Um I think I'm a player rep too, right? Like I give my opinion as a player. So if I think something sucks, I'm not going to sugarcoat it because Scopely, uh, they can just piss off if they don't like my opinion, right? Because that's literally my opinion. It's not wrong. And I'm not changing that for anybody. Yeah, they 100% said it was a resounding non-success. In the message, they apologized for missing the mark. They said it didn't work. They acknowledged that, and then they sent out all the rewards you would have gotten anyway, right? They acknowledged it was a huge miss. So I don't know what uh positive feedback, mostly positive, other than like if you want to pick and say like, okay, the changes are potentially positive, right? If the scoring goes with it, sure. But to me, it was a mixed bag. I like to see change because the game needs change. But yeah. So, but if you're running into forum issues, like there's a forum for a reason. As long as you're not being an a-hole, screenshot that if it gets taken down, send it to me. I will send it on to Furpo because I actually know for a fact he wants input on there, and it would annoy him if it's getting taken down. So because literally, yeah, I'm on a call if I attend, which I have started doing again once a month. Well, what was it you stopped posting after that? Did you say the event sucked and then give a reason? As long as you gave a reason, it's constructive. Why you think it sucked. If you just said it sucked and gave no reasoning, or what you could, so like constructive is tell them why it sucked and what you would do to improve it. You know what I mean? Next time that happens, dude, just screenshot it and send it to me. Yeah, just screenshot it and send it to me. I'll pass it on to Furpo. The scoring was the worst part, Scott. The scoring was horrendous. That was universally horrible. That's what was screwed up. So yeah, that seems like a big miss on whoever responded there. Yeah. Q&As. Will breaker. Funny. No, but like I don't know, like I think events are usually I'm ambivalent towards, to be honest. Most of them you know what you're going to have going into them, right? Sometimes they're extra bad and sometimes they're extra good. No, 619. You see, you have to understand the mods are different than Scopely, right? So Scopely knows the scoring was off. So no. Mods are different than Scopely. Yeah, Scopely knows the points are off. Don't get worried about that. They 100% know it's off. Most of the time the mods do a really good job and it's hard, right? So don't go say Mherex was attacking mods on the stream because I'm not. They're trying to do the best job they can, I would assume, right? And a lot of times what I see posted in the mod chat is them posting your guys' concerns, right? So typically I don't have to bring something up in mod chat ever because it's already been done, right? So now I do think maybe there's some of them that try and present a very positive twist on the forum when maybe it's not, I would say that maybe they're going a little too far to try and be positive on the forum to counterbalance negative because forums are generally, not always, but Reddit, hello, other forums are more negative than positive. My guess is they're probably going out of their way to try and be too positive and sometimes saying bull crap like what you got there, Scott, because that's just bull crap. The scoring was not mostly positive. The scoring was absolute dog vomit, and that's being nice. It was the worst scoring ever. It made me never want to play Feud. So Sako, the some like I'm pretty sure I don't know. Okay, like realistically, when you look at a game, in a particular game like this that's been out a long time, and I'll see if I can explain this because I feel like there is two parts to all of this stuff. Um, And let me explain. October was amazing, and that was because I think we all think there was a bag mistake. It was either the min or the max, not all the middle milestones, and that's why people got a free zombie or a bunch of plates. But so in any this game, if it doesn't make money, goes away, right? So they can't just give away a ton of free stuff. They do give away a lot of free stuff, actually, but they still need to be able to have stuff to sell that has value. So a lot of times I think they're worried about undervaluing the selling stuff, because if they undervalue it too much, then there goes their profits and then the game will get shut down. You have to understand, in Scopely standards, this game is tiny. Monopoly Go made 2 billion already. 2 billion. That's billion with a B. This is not even like a top 10 game for Scopely, right? So I would imagine, this isn't inside info, by the way. This is all just my thought process and how I look at it. This is not Scopely info. I would imagine this game is basically on autopilot, right? So like they have a set budget. It's probably not very big. They know exactly what it is. And they don't have more expenses or less. So everything is based around that budget. We are all top 10 to me, right on 619, right? So I think a lot of it is they're worried about devaluing their digital stuff, which is kind of weird because they can just make more digital stuff to counterbalance it. So I never mind Scopely making money because it keeps the game going. Sometimes I do mind how they make it. And sometimes, like, so, for example, I hate pay to win. And this game is very pay to win at the moment. Because if you don't pay, you don't get the high-end straps, plates, or medals. You just don't. And they don't eventually roll around anymore. You're not going to eventually have 100% gem damage strap, it seems like. People I've talked to that like really struggling to get Fury 2s unless you get into bonuses on milestones. Well, I would imagine wrestling doesn't appeal to generally as many ladies as males. I don't know the demographic for wrestling, but that's probably true, Sako. Monopoly is a much more bigger audience. Well, maybe not bigger. Free to play bucket drip. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Kitty Corn. That part is true. Yeah. Yeah. So the best events, in my opinion, are what Kitty Corn is just talking about right here, where free to play can get really nice stuff, and then whales get nice stuff, but there's also more nice stuff to get by spending. Because, I mean, let's be real. Some of you big spenders in here, do you ever have enough of the good plates? I mean, like, if you got 5 drip plates and they were selling one tomorrow, would you buy it if you're a whale in this chat? How about a Piper plate? You got 2 Piper plates. If they sell a Piper plate tomorrow, are you buying it? A third one? You know what I mean? Or bigger spenders, even if you're not a whale, bigger spenders. Right. You know what I mean? Yes, yes, right. So like I think like most of the time everybody wants more. You don't want to have to change your, it was mostly rhetorical. I mean, like, you don't want to move your plates around. You wanted the best stuff on everyone all the time without changing it. I even want to do that, and I'm not like a whale, right? I mean, you could sell, you could just straight up sell guaranteed medals. Like Fury 2 percentage gem medals. I bet people would pay a bunch of money just to have extras of those, so they don't have to always swap their medals around. You could probably straight up sell the move percentage ones too. Fury, takedown, all that stuff. Like there's a bunch of ways that you could actually bring more in. But also the fact that most of those tier 2s are in bonus milestones of events make it really hard for most accounts to get Fury 2 or takedown. Really hard. And I don't think that's right. I think you should be able, even if it's only one character that you can fully deck out, as opposed to a whale having 10 in a feud, I think everyone should be able to deck out at least one character, right? You might not have as much stuff. And so that's where I would like to see the game move towards more. And one thing they have done a really good job on, really good job, is the free cards are super good. Posters, I'm sorry, I'm on the official channel. The free posters are really, really good now. And that is important. And they've done a good job encouraging big spenders to actually want them as well. So the free to play gets them and they're good. And then they do better as they get nice things. Yeah, nope. What you're talking about, Marvel Strike Force, you can typically get the character for free, and then red stars to get them to improve them and stuff costs a lot of money. To get a high end min max character in Marvel Strike Force is probably more expensive than this, actually. Yeah, plate currency needs to be improved. I think it should probably go to like 5 free and 20 on the pass. Like 5 removals free and 20 on the pass. And then metal bits we need a ton of. Yeah, exactly, kitty corn. Yeah. So the other thing too is I think maybe they underestimate how much we just want to level up superstars. Right? Like, so if you had like the resources, would you, oh yeah, we need IOW tokens. The drip on that is the same now as when 5-star gold was the max. So that drip needs to be cranked up at least double. If you guys had resources though, I mean, what, how many people would mark out and take up people they want to just for fun, or silly projects like situationally that might be okay? Take people up for boss battle when they can help. I mean, really, I think they underestimate how much we like wrestlers sometimes. Um, so I don't, and they have gotten better about giving resources, but diamond tokens and emerald now are really rough. Diamond, emerald, and IOW tokens are really, really rough. So yeah, but like KO is they've done a great job with a lot of free stuff. So don't think I'm saying they don't give really good free stuff. I think most often you get a decent amount compared to the field for spending. You get a decent amount free, but the low spend, there's often a lot of times not much value in a $20 to an $80 spend. And I think they could incentivize that more for those $20 spends, $40 spends to get a lot more. Sometimes they do, and they'll straight up sell a card for poster. Don't find me for Bo for $20, you know. Right on, kitty corn. Yeah. So yeah. Also, okay, what are we at? 3.5. We're an hour in. I should probably start Kitty's roster. I'm sorry. Um, if I kind of get sidetracked. It's funny not playing anything, but at the end of the day, I really like the game. I think a lot of you guys really like the game, and we just want the game to be fun. I don't. When I'm happy, I spend more. Straight up, when I'm happy, I spend way more on the game. When I'm mad, I quit spending. Um, and I think they do care about our feedback, and they are trying to find better balance. There's definitely some really good people on the team. Yeah, footers, what you're talking about, most gotcha games have that, where like you get a higher percentage to hit the featured on release every mega. I think that wouldn't hurt. The shards were if you guys remember, shards were a huge improvement. Shard recruiting before you just had to straight up pull the poster. Did I say hi, Hitman? If not, hi. So shards have actually been a big improvement in my opinion, but at the same time, when we got shards, you used to, if you max an event, would get the character. Now you don't most of the time, or you can't max without spending. You used to be able to max without spending if you had all the CSS, and then you'd get the character. But you had to have all the CSS or you had to spend. It was one or the other. And then there were no shards, so it was you get it or miss. I'm actually not disgruntled right now, Will Breaker. A lot of like there's stuff I just can't change. I can give my opinion and it's that. Like so hey Spider Guard, how are you? Yeah, now like so um boss battle like I maxed or Flash Feud, I think. I maxed the Flash Feud contest superstar thing. No, it wasn't Becky, was it? Who's where's a good example? Austin's not a good example because I finished so high. Um but like a lot of times you end up like Dusty's a good example. I'm still hundreds of shards away from Dusty. And how long has Dusty been out? And I have a almost 10 million roster and I spend um generally have most of the CSS. Look at that. I'm still miles from Dusty. No, Dusty was a showdown event. Black Friday was Fatu. Yeah, the Dusty shards are MIA. They're nowhere. So those are zero shard releases, Oklahoma Thunder. Zero shard releases are stupid. I'm very much on record. Indie anybody? Stupid. Um, NOD Rock? Stupid. Demon Balor zero shard release? Stupid. Goldberg was a Black Friday, still stupid. I think Knoxville was a zero shard release. Stupid. Those you just don't get. Cena, stupid, right? NOD Rock, stupid. Those zero shard releases need to never happen. Period. Like that's my take on it. You can see how much I spent on Black Friday. But yeah, Bam Bam, I'm still a ways away from. Yeah, so sometimes they're just if you they're super hard to get. One thing I've also noticed is the shards they're selling after. So how many people have noticed this? When it used to be after feud the next month in the feud milestones you got 150 shards, then it was 100 shards. This past month it's down to 50 shards in feud. We got 50 of Bianca in feud. So they've also decreased the drip on the shards you get in the milestones too, the second month. So shards are definitely shorter. Still a ways from him. So yeah, the end of the month blitz were amazing, and for the first couple months, and I think they realized all of us were just waiting for that. That if you pulled one or two cards, posters, don't find me, and then it went bye bye. Anyway, like, and I there is a lot of stuff though that I do like, so I don't just want to get hung up on stuff I don't like, but there are definitely improvements to be made. But I do think there's a balance with those. Newer shards I don't have as big an issue with, to be honest. Like I'm fine if they make them available, more readily available at 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and then a year they should move into a free pool. Like that's just the way I feel about it. That's you've had plenty of time to make your money, and then just let other people get them and have fun because you're always still going to be behind the spenders. And so it's not like you devalue the spending. And at that point, they've already spended to get them. You know what I mean? So whatever. They also like probably there's stuff that has helped though. Like these things have helped, right? Like for people that not these the whatever your daily login calendar is have helped. If you missed the chase last year, maybe you get it this year. So it's not like they don't do anything. So I don't want to sound like that. So I think they have made a lot of progress that way. Um, so yeah, I think there's a lot of positives, but I do think there's definitely negatives as well. And I do think in particular, straps, metals, and plates need to find their trickle down to low and no spenders eventually. For sure, Big Love. I was fine waiting a month to recruit. I didn't need them. Like, I'm fine waiting a month to recruit. And now they added more FOMO with the 99 MP. So people are terrified of missing out on 2 months of 99 MP. Will I be able to compete in Feud? Will I be able to compete in Showdown? You know what I mean? Like, I can tell you 99 MP made Showdown a breeze. Like, so I get why there's FOMO there. It's really nice though. The 99 MP is super nice even on the free to play because my Showboat KO and Kyrie can actually do stuff on the free to play. So I do think that's actually useful free to play as well. But the 99 MP I think definitely will encourage people to spend more, which I'm actually okay with that part. Um, that doesn't bother me. Oh, lucky you got Indy. Indy's amazing. Yeah, country rules for sure. Like I said, I think a year is enough time to have them premium and then move it into the general population. Doesn't even need to be a ton of them moved in, but just move them in, right? I think that's fair. The game advances so fast that I don't think you're losing any money with that. So, yeah. Well, she's a zero shard release. She's still required way too often. Gotcha, country rules. No, 99 is just really helpful across the board, I think. I actually kind of like that a lot. I do like the 99 MP. I definitely think it encourages people to spend too, so I don't think we'll see it go away. But I don't think it I do really like it. I find it quite nice personally on both the pay my main account and the free to play. Because you still have 2 months of that free one that everyone gets. If you get the chase, that's 2 sets for 2 months that you have. You know what I mean? So I think that's pretty good. Yeah, Sensei, not a fan of that either. I don't think anyone's a fan of the CSS going away for sure. Okay, Kitty Corn, are you here? Let's start with your roster. You've been here. I've seen you chatting, so I just don't want to start like right when you walked away. All right, let's do this. Um, are you guys still enjoying the roster dives and stuff? By the way, is that something you want to keep me see doing on Tuesdays? Everyone's still enjoying that? I enjoy doing it, so sweet. Yep, yep, yes, cool. Awesome. I like that feedback. No, 619. I feel like you're trolling me, 619. Yeah, footers, probably. Dang it, some people know me too well. How have you been? You still feeling good, 619? I know you did great. You were doing great on your health and stuff. Have you kept that up? Yeah, last week I did one for a completely free to play id. You only had like 6 plates, 7 plates, maybe. And Rusty's account, the first one, had very little as well. You need to get back to the gym, otherwise, yes. Good to hear, buddy. Good to hear. That's awesome. Right on, Sako. I try to do both country rules. My goal is to have my content useful for most everyone. But we're gonna, as usual, we're gonna start with the plates and see what Kitty has. Oh, I love the Dexter here. Also, Jelly, you have 2 sheriff plates. I really, I hope this plate comes back in Spring Outbreak. The sheriff's badge, I feel like, is a really clutch plate that has been fairly obtainable, right? Like, I just feel like that's a really, really good plate. Let's get the bigger screen here. There we go. It's a really good plate that's been fairly obtainable. Hopefully that continues. I did not get the Dexter plate because I went with a different one instead. I have a little bit of regret there because I love that build for Dexter. So I really am jelly you got that plate and love that plate. You got the Heartbreak Kid one too, nice. And we got the blue to red. I use that on bronze sometimes. Z plate on Rhea, very nice. Got a boss, the Chains of Colossus, bunch of color plates. There's the Titan, very good. It's nice to have one Titan. And then we got, so you don't have a ton of crazy OP plates, Kitty Corn. So this I think is good. You obviously did well with your zombie plates. But they were obtainable, right? So I don't feel like that's very whaley at all. So I think a lot of people probably have majority of these plates, or at least some of them, so you should be able to relate. Only one Titan there. What else we got? We got a couple more rows, swipe plates, MP plates, and yeah, 2 Titan plates. That's good. Okay. So I think this will probably be a really good one. And like Kitty said, is it she, Kitty? I'm assuming it's she, but I don't want to make an assumation. Is it she? Okay, cool. Then I will say she. If it's something else, just let me know, and that goes for everyone. So good plates, strikers. I personally, how is your Dexter hitting with the setup you have? What kind of strat? Oh, let me also say, Kitty said, I'd like it to be the roster focuses on more on people she might have missed for feuds and possible setups for feud. So it's going to be a feud focused. Sensei, I can do that, Lord Sensei. It's going to be feud focused today. So what kind of strap do you have on Dexter? Are you liking him so far at 6-star bronze? With a strap at the moment? Okay. And you still have star fills I see to do on him. How many hollows does he have? 1 or 2? And are his levels maxed? The star fills will really help that build. By the way, 1 hollow, no levels. Okay, perfect. The levels and the star fills will help him a lot. If you star fill him and get his levels up, you'll probably do 1 to 2 mil more. At least. So it'll probably become 7 to 10, maybe 8 to 10, 8 to 11, something like that, I would bet. With the star fill in the levels. Let's see what else you got. But so far, just looking, that would be my pick for 6-star silver so far. Let's see what else we got though. And he's super fast for feud too. Also, what kind of extras do you have for Seth while we're looking? Let me know what kind of extras you have for Seth. Like, do you have all of his moments? There's 3 of them now. All of his gears, etc. No gears, 2 moments. Okay. Bradshaw. I see Bradshaw here. What kind of strap do you have for Bradshaw? Attitude Era? And then I'm assuming you can generally do hey Doom, how are you? Can you do takedown, or sorry, Fury 2? I'm assuming usually you can get a Fury 2 set for people. Did I miss a row here? No strap for Bradshaw. Okay, fair. Looks like we have some potential trainer work. Dude Love for the gem damage and extra black gem when you have some extra. And ooh, Powerhouse is going to be fun. You got some good powerhouses. Also, how is feud with your ladies at Striker? I think for most people it's rough. Couple Fury 2 sets? Okay. I feel like you're probably having issues. Oh, you got Sonya at 6SB? Perfect. That's the one I would go with, looking at what I'm seeing here, so that's perfect. And I do think Dexter, 6-star silver, Phyllis stars is going to be your fastest feuder, based on the fact that you can't run he's faster than Bradshaw anyway with what you have, full disclosure. So so Mosh is great, Derek. Um, if you have Showboat Nakamura, he hits even harder. He's kind of similar to Cora Jade. So if you like Cora Jade, if you've leveled Cora Jade up, Mosh is very similar to Cora, actually, in the damage he does. Depends on what you have, Telvin. Probably Sonya, though, unless you have really good stuff for Roxanne. I personally do not like the Graveheart set for Roxanne at all, but I have a different set I worked out today that hits really, really hard, but needs more stuff. If you love Jade and you don't have Naka, you'll love Mosh. So Dexter Last Ride plate is the big thing, and the more gem damage strap you can get, the better, right? But the Last Ride is what you need, and then as much gem damage as you can get. So Fury 2 and Last Ride plate, he's fine, and the better strap you can get with that is better, obviously. So I think Kitty, Dexter to 6-star silver would be your priority, along with Sonya to 6-star silver. And then you'd want to work up like some trainers, have Bradshaw potentially slowly working up for when you get a strap for him, I would say. And then trainers to focus on nice. Z Sammy would go to the moon, yeah, for sure. Scon, I did a very extensive video on Bradshaw. If you want to run him with the power gems, you don't need any strap. But it's not quite as reliable because of the sub. If you want to run him the gem damage build, you need Fury 2 and at least a 20% strap. And that's borderline. But I would watch the video because it'll much more in-depth answer for you. I did a deep dive video on him. Lashley's not a bad backup because he's required a lot, so he wouldn't be too bad to work up, but not at the expense of tokens. And if you have Sonya, I think you're fine at Lady Striker. Yeah, I think you're good. I think your strikers are pretty good, to be honest. IK, he should do over 20 million with a decent strap with that. And Fury 2. And then if you don't rush anything, Dexter is worth it with what you have, I think. So he's fine to take up. Sonya's fine to take up. And then maybe slow play everything else other than maybe just getting Dude Love to where his trainer's maxed, which I think is maybe 9K, maybe a little bit higher. Can't remember for sure. And then hold to see if you get Sammy and Spring Outbreak Kitty on your strikers. That's probably what I would say. Your powerhouses, do you have Foley's gear at all? I see you got Roman there, KO, Zombie Live. Your powerhouses look really, really good just starting. One Foley gear? Which one? Does that give you the extra Juggernaut gems? Farouk, actually, so is interesting too. Yes. Okay. So how hard do you hit then with him with the red setup? with the extra jug gems, you're probably at 6-star silver. You're probably pushing close to what, 18, 20, maybe 16 mil. I don't know because I don't have his gear, and it also depends what kind of strap you have. But I'm assuming he's And who's your favorite feuders? I'm sure Liv is at ladies, but who's your favorite feuders right now with your dudes? Yellow, red, you hit for 14 mil turn one. Okay. And then Roman, how do you have Roman set up? And what are you doing turn one with your Roman setup? Fully in Roman? Okay. I Farouk, maybe. Do you have a strap for Powerhouse Farouk? A move damage one by chance? Take your time, but let me know. Oh, you have Bronson Reed, too. Bronson and Roman are kind of identical. Do you have a move damage strap for Bronson as well? They're very similar. Bronson and Roman, very similar. Blue, blue, red, no finisher. Yeah, that's the way to run him without the finisher. Actually, that works pretty well. You're just for training. No, okay, fair enough. So, given that you don't have move damage, um, do you have the right takedown colors for Roman? He doesn't need to go silver, by the way. So part of this might be, and no strap for Farouk, so Farouk's out of the question. Um, let's focus and see if we can, what we can do to make your Roman or Foley faster. You do indeed. Okay, so you got takedown twos on your Roman, and you said you're hitting for 14 mil turn one. Is that total damage turn one? Because you said you also want to focus on builds. Yes. Okay. So let's take a look here on my Roman for comparison here. Let me know what you have that's better or worse than what I'm running on my Roman. Because I feel like you could probably do more total with takedown. So let's see. Okay. So I have double takedown 2, 50% move damage strap, and then of course this is the important one, the 200% red. My total move damage appears. Oh, also you probably don't have this plate, do you? You don't have Eternal Vigilance. That's probably part of the difference. I don't think I saw that plate, but I'm assuming you're running this set. And then how does your strap move damage compare? I'm at 346% total. Yeah, Veer's great for draining their life. Or their MP, I mean. She doesn't have a Veer. Roman doesn't have 99 MP, right? No, he does, doesn't he? 300. Okay, so you're very similar. 310 is very similar, so we're kind of right in the same ballpark. Okay. No plate, so you can only proc this once. That's not that big a deal. Entourage. Let's kind of set up, because this is his last month with 99, how you're going to run him post. Do you have Showboat Valor? Because post 99, you're going to want Showboat Valor. With 99, use your 2 best red ones. Okay, so Roman, that 60% will make a big difference. So basically, the difference here I can show you. Well, we'll get there actually. For red move damage at coach, who do you have available? I didn't see Tricksters yet, so I have no idea if you have Chelsea or Snoop or Gooker. or yeah, Chelsea, Snoop, or Gooker. Do you have any of those three? Or Dawkins? Snoop and Dawkins? Perfect. Do you have your Snoop Trickster's horrible? So I'm gonna assume no. I'm assuming you have him where I have mine at 25%. You probably don't have him up to 40% yet. Correct. Okay. So basically, post 99, this is what you would be running. If Balor's only 40%, Batista's 50. So very similar to this. Let me run one real quick and see what this looks like. And then I'll put Balor on and you can see how much difference that little percentage makes. Just so you can know how worth it'll be for your time. And tokens, because obviously you need to continue to work your showboats up as well. We haven't got there yet, but that way that'll help you prioritize. So 3.4, 2.9, we hit the buff, 6.8, and 5.9. So this is like this is 6 million down. So this should be similar. Yours should be similar to this, right? You want to put this one down first. That's 6.8 mil. This is 12 mil total. I cascaded. Not ideal. But that's 12 mil total on a cascade. If right, but if you don't cascade, Galax, I think that was probably one and done since we haven't seen any more of it. I don't know that for sure. If you might want to go for, and this is how I play them, now is going for 2 sets because that'll give you 24 mil turn one. Right. Give me 1 second. I forgot about that. I keep cascading anyway. I did forget about that. You have X-Pac, yeah? And what about Hollywood Hogan? You missed some time, so maybe you didn't get Hollywood yet. What's up, Eagles? Okay. So you'd want to replace Dawkins because he doesn't add a lot. Hey, read the title, McMenemy. And then so X-Pac for now, if there's a red on one of the lines, you can get it twice. So let's look at that. How are you, McMenamer? So not ideal necessarily, but you could go for this line. No, you couldn't, because this is here with X-Pac. So we'd still technically be one short right now. But that gets you another 12 million. So I think actually listening to what you're saying, if you got Hogan, all of a sudden now you're basically beating everyone. Turn one. So working on Hogan is probably going to be not a bad idea. Cool. So that'll probably help you a bunch. Also, let's see the difference with Balor. It was 6-8 and like 5-8 or something like that on the move damage. So essentially swapping Balor for Batista. Since your Balor's only 40%, that's basically the difference. And you can see how much that little difference makes. Let's go back to this. Um, so we are comparing apples to apples. Let's not lose that 10%. Right on, McMenemy. So from 6.8 to 7.5, that's worth about 700K. And you have a 60% difference, so probably more like 800, 850K. And then from like, what was that, 5.5 to 5.8 to 6.5. So yeah, you're like 1.5 millish more. Um, so yeah, then you could also, if you can't, if you can't double it, you're getting a little bit extra damage anyway. You know what I mean? Just doing it that way. So yeah, I mean that'll tell you the value between them. Obviously, this way has no cascade risk, which is very nice, and it's super fast. Um, so the more you can get, the better. But yeah, other than that, looking at it, you're fully set up. What the only way you're gonna get more damage on that probably? What's your fully setup actually? Well, we're thinking of it or talking about it, since the goal here is to possibly get faster, better. Because 14 mil is kind of right on. You probably usually have to hit it twice. Hey Peck, how are you, bud? Triple red until he hits sixes. Yeah, that can be quite good. Cascade anxiety is real all the time for me, man. It never goes away. Why don't I just search? Because I forget it's a thing. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure. Eugen, BB, Thing, Keebler, and Damien. Okay. So we're running this one, and you said yellow, red, red, right? Was that correct? Okay. Yep, this one. New gen, Butch. I'm assuming you mean Butch. So Butch and Sting, you're using 8 MP? Is that correct? BB. Bulldog. Bulldog. Perfect. Bulldog's the right one. New gen British Bulldog. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, that's perfect. Bulldog, Sting, Keebler, and Damien. Yeah, that's what you're gonna run for sure. Um, has no gem damage base. Yeah, you just need to hopefully get a Hall of Fame strap. So yeah, I think you're good there. I don't think he's getting any better than that setup. That's the right setup. Yep, that's the right setup. So I think you're doing fine there. Um, obviously you're using Live. You're not going to have a better lady than Zombie Live, whichever build you're running. But what kind of strap do you have for her? And then which build are you running? And then do you have KO's moment by chance? That's the Cody moment with KO that makes more trap gems. Just curious. Let me do this. Cody is up for his thingy. he won't be faster in this for sure. You don't have the strap for Rook. Famous is high enough. Edge is pretty solid with the Titan, but you're hitting plenty hard with your other ones, so not needed. Not a great strap. So you have to General's orders it and stack the buff twice, yeah? General's order, stack the buff twice. It's still going to be your best option, I'm sure. Or do the botch build. It's very difficult, Schliss. We were talking about that earlier. This past one, though, if you're free to play in a decent faction, you could get the Titan plate. My free to play got this Escape Artist this past one. Yep. Carry on. I'm with you there. With you there. What's Bronson's? Bronson's blue MP and purple move damage. That's what he is. Otis, high enough. You don't have a strap, he said, for Bronson either. A move damage one. That's so there's really no point since Roman's gonna hit harder. You got Bulldog high enough, right? I might have bypassed him. He was up here. Yeah, Bulldog's plenty. Does Braun have a 12k or a 12k flat training ability? Powerhouse Braun, I can't remember. Anyone know? And then Veer's training ability. So working Veer up for his training ability. And if you don't have Logan Paul, her training ability for subs is also good. Yeah, you stack buff twice. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers. He does like 150% leech at 6-star. So if you use anyone with leech, then you'll want to prioritize him. Otherwise, not too much of a hurry. Mello's amazing, Lux. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, you got Beefy Boy. I love your tricksters already. So Beefcake, Tori, Mosh, and Cora, your tricksters are already looking quite good. Who do you like feuding with at Trickster? So far? Got Trasher, Dakota, no drip. Can still do okay. Priest. Zombie Gunther, good coach. Really, he's worth 6-star for his coach, and Showdown he can do quite well too. Yeah, Beefcake's your go-to. Yeah, makes sense. Are you finding you're able to do what you need to do with him? Do you feel like you need a different setup, or you got a good on Beefcake? Let me know because we can look at him in depth more. Gunther's trainer is so good. I can't stress that enough. He's worth 6-star, but again, trickster tokens. Okay, perfect. Kitty corn, perfect. We talked about Hogan. He's definitely super, super, super rush job on him. Snoop is also good for your Roman, so probably important. Rick Rude, as you get Hall of Fame tokens and shards. What color is he? Yellow move damage. Gets that 40% buff at coach, so that'll be useful as a trainer. I'm not a big Theory fan, Derek. He's okay. He's a good trainer. I am not a huge one. Theory fan, but Barrett is a trainer, but Trickster tokens, I'm sure you're hurting like everyone else on the planet. So you really need to prioritize hard at Trickster. So like Hollywood, would be my #1 priority token wise for the matchy match for you, and probably would put Gunther and Snoop next. Showboat tokens are killing you. Theory is solid if you like bleed stuff, but you need Apollo. You also need Mellow. He requires really, really top end stuff to be good. And then if you got that top end stuff, she's got Brutus. No point in even thinking about Theory compared to Brutus. Brutus blows Theory out of the water. My opinion. No, trainer Lux, trainer. Snoop is a trainer. 40% red move damage on, so it would be great for Mello in your case and Roman in Kitty's case. And then Barrett's a botch trainer, but I actually don't use him on anyone at the moment, so I wouldn't put a rush on that, but he's a really good trainer. But I don't use him on anyone. Also weak era, so super useful there. Oh wait, this is the Bella with the submission. I had the Bellas wrong. She used the twin magic on me. Yeah, this is the Bella you want to level up. Of course it's the Trickster. Liv is okay, but if you watch my deep dive video, yeah, Barrett would be fine on Hall of Fame Xbox. Yes, quite good. If you watch my deep dive on Liv, which I posted today, which you should watch if you want to think about Liv, she needs crazy stuff. So based on what I see on your roster, I'm going to say Cora is much better for you than Liv. Yeah, I'd say you're on the right path with your tricksters, right? Like I like Beefcake the most out of your tricksters. I'd probably put Mosh #2. Cora I like the best out of your ladies. Do you need a different, like Cora's pretty straightforward. But at least I think, do you want a different build for Cora? Mainly I think your focus should be Hogan, Snoop, the two big ones, Snoop for Roman, Hogan for everyone. So I'd probably put him on the priority for the two matchy match. Just lets you do so much in boss and feud when it makes it much easier. I'm happy with their finisher, red. Perfect. Yeah, me too. Okay. Um, yeah. Any questions at Trickster at all? Did I hit that one okay, you think? If I missed something, let me know. Is this too zoomed in too? My screen? Yes, it is. I got some of it cut. No, it's fine when I click, right? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Blue, not much better, no. So she'll hit for a million or two more. You think Trickster is the most straightforward? Okay, cool. I agree. When we get done, if you feel like you want to re-go over one of them, if I didn't hit it enough, let me know and we'll do that. So Acro, obviously everyone knows I love Rhea. How has she been for you? The TA? What does that mean, Schliss? Uh, well, so a couple things. Either you need Roxanne and Hogan at or Xbox, and a nice gem damage strap, and then do matchy match. But yeah, it'd be much easier to watch the video because there's a lot of levels with Liv, and that'll answer whether it's. Listen, here, Schliss. I'm not an assistant for anybody. Nice, kitty corn. But I mean, you know, I could potentially be convinced to do a stream with Professor. Potentially. And I've been an assistant a bunch of times. So no, I'm not gonna shoot on Professor. One beef at a time is enough. Nice. Nice, kitty corn. Yeah, no, I was just playing. Um how's Shotzi doing for you? Chelsea's amazing. Like literally, she's my favorite lady trickster to play. Potentially my favorite. Yeah, Shotzi needs extra stuff for sure. I'm kind of off of that bandwagon these days myself, which I was on pretty heavy. Wesley is really good, but not amazing without the moment. What kind of strap do you have? You don't have a belt for her? Oh yeah, then you're in trouble. What kind of strap do you have for Kyrie? Did you manage anything for her? Any videos I've seen on Sean. Oh, Acro Sean, he's okay as long as you get enough blues on the board. Yeah, he can still get it done if you have his moments, a decent strap, and have the blues on the board. 50% move on her. NXT moment. It's 1A for best moment in the game. It's amazing on so many characters. If you ever get the chance for the NXT moment, get it. Okay, you said move damage on Kyrie. What percentage? Yeah, it's really hard. So you're most people. Did you have a La Famila? I don't think I saw a La Famila. I'm assuming you don't love Cena, probably. If you're stumped on males, I don't particularly love Cena. Brett isn't gonna get it done. Yeah, no, you can't use Dom without La Famila. He's straight garbage. Do you happen to have Sean's moment while we're talking about it? And a strap for Sean, Attitude Era has been a struggle on some other ones, so I don't know if you do. Um, Wes, did you have a strap for Wes? Because our options are kind of looking limited here. We need to do some work on Acro, I think. Oh, your showboats are great. Don't have a belt for Sean. Okay. Famila. Okay, sorry. Uh, you do have a belt for Wes. Okay. So I see why you're having issues with your Acro dudes. No question. All right, let me see. I gotta look in. Did you get what's her butt? Nikita Lyons? We haven't got to your text yet. Oh, you have Hall of Fame Anvil too. Your texts are good. I don't have to worry about them. I don't think you got Nikita, huh? You do. No, you're not, kitty corn. 40% gem defense for Wes? Okay. That's okay. Is there a Nikita here? I don't think so. Unless I missed it. Okay, one day before the end of NXT, so no, bummer. Okay. That's okay. We gotta figure you something for Acro here. So honestly, you use Beefcake, you use Cora. Steamboat has a really, really good training ability, but I don't know how well you can actually feud with him. Just out of curiosity, do you have a gem damage strap for Steamboat? I like Acrocina actually now, but not necessarily for feud. But I do like him a lot. He's fun. I see why your acros are a problem, to be honest. I think Wes is going to be our best bet based on what I see. All right. Let me go to mine. If she had a pyro, maybe Peck. She doesn't have the stuff for Shelton. Okay, Kitty Corn, no problem. Let's take a look at Wes. Kind of bare bonesy here, ish. You also have him full stars, so you're basically looking at the sub. Is there a tech Sammy here? Did I see tech Sammy? You had a lot of text, so I feel like the game gives you text. I feel like they do that sometimes. Do you have tech Sammy for the purple sub? I'm just curious. It's no big deal if you don't. You don't have tech Sammy. Okay, no problem. No big deal. You have someone that can add 2 purple MP, though. Just trying to figure out. This is why Nikita is really good for the bonus damage for every snowfall, right? That's why I was asking, because it makes the snowfall move hit fairly high, and then you focus on the snowfall part. Oh, you got Sonya, you said. Perfect. Yeah. So you'll run Sonya for the 2 extra turns. Yeah. Mine is not leveled yet, so we'll just pretend this is Sonya, essentially, because the damage is fairly similar. I'm sorry. You have Papa Maya Via, yeah? And this is why you're going to want to level Nikki as well. That's like a 4 million damage sub. Yours is going to be 7 turns instead, and then 100% less damage. So let me see if I have... Nice. Okay, perfect. And if for everyone watching, if you didn't know, I'm just going to set this entourage quick. Nikki got a boosted entourage. Goes up to 60% at 21k. I'm gonna use this feud during Flash feud to get her there. So anyway, you would look something like this. You're gonna do like 4 million ish over 7 turns probably. And since you don't have what's her butt, we won't focus the snowfall moves. We will focus the sub instead. And you're not going to hit hard, so the gem defense is fine. You're just looking to recycle, right? So that's your whole goal, is just to recycle the purples. And this is what the gameplay will look like for you. And based on what you have at your acros, I do feel like this would be your best bet. He also doesn't need 6-star silver for this. Can you follow back me? I don't understand what you're asking, no. Yeah, what's her butt would be a great character. And Nikita. So your gem defense is fine for this build too, Kitty Corn Strap. You could actually go like hit points if you wanted, or more armor, either one, so you don't get hit as hard. But it's really simple gameplay. You just chuck your sub, do your like 4 million, and it won't go up much at 6-star silver. But I would probably just play him this way. Then you're going to do a little bit of damage here. And again, Fury doesn't help this. Right? And that's 3 million. So that's like a 7 million cycle. And then you just need to recycle with the choose move here. So obviously we have a top row. We'll break that. And then we'll break those 3. And then like that. So easily recycles. You won't hit that hard, right? Mine's 6-star silver, and I got the Fury 2s on. But then it's just, boom, just recycle it. I'm Oklahoma Thunder, I'm good. So I would run west that way for you. I would imagine that that's probably a better option than a lot of your acros that... I don't know how you've been running west, but that's how I would run him. You can also, Kitty Corn, specifically with him, make sure they don't have, if you're running this, couple things. Make sure they don't have Escape Artist, and then try to find people that don't have a MP plate, you know, where they swipe and get MP of their color, because those two things hurt sub guys the most. So if you avoid those two things, so much the better. And even better, if you find a showboat, he also gets a hardcore move and then buffs this purple gem damage too. Yeah, no, so honestly, this way is not good unless you have his moment and a big strap. For everyone saying you need to run west this way, you're wrong unless you have the moment. If you don't have the moment, forget about this. If you or unless you have a Judgment Day strap. You could also do it with a Judgment Day strap. But otherwise forget about this moveset unless you have the moment or a Judgment Day plate. But with the moment and a good gem damage strap, you can absolutely run this. But otherwise, just bench it. People don't know what they're talking about. They'll say they don't. That's the problem when people ask who's better, is they don't take other factors into account. You know what I mean? That gets me mad. Lee, how are you, bud? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, bud. Just deep diving Kitty's roster. And we were talking a bunch about events, what we could do to make them better, posting on the forum, stuff like that. Nice, man. So yeah, I would try that way, Kitty Corn. Let me know how it goes. Feel free to DM me after these flash feuds how it goes. I think with your setup, what you have, that's gonna do so much better for you with Wesley. And your acros sometimes, and this is true with rosters, you have to do the best you can with what you have. So you may have even heard me say like subs are trash or XYZ character is trash, but that doesn't mean it's trash on your roster. Or like, you know, I'll say they're not good. So you have to pick the best people you have. And this sub build for Wesley is not bad at all, especially based on what you're working with at your acros. It's consistent and it recycles. Just stay away from the... Yes, it does, Kitty Corn. Just stay away from escape artist plates. So just when you use him, you just have to check the strap. And if possible, the MP plates where they match them, because I have bad luck with those. That's a me thing. Maybe it's not for you, but that's a me thing. So I think at your dudes, that's by far your best bet based on what you have on your roster. I think Kyrie's going to be really solid at acro, but you have Mommy, so just to round out your modern era, and you can work her up after the month. Plus her trainer, if you want to use the red build on Sonya, will be useful. Who else we got acro trainer wise? Let's make sure we don't miss any acro trainers. And based on what you have strap wise, I get why Shotzi's super underwhelming for you. She's not going to do much that way without a big gem damage strap, to be honest. Our truth can go up slowly if you're looking for talent up and have extra tokens, whatever, because he's the move coach, so he can go up slowly. There's a bunch of different ways you can run Rhea. It depends on what you have. Also, it depends on if you mean feud, not feud, 99 MP, not 99 MP. There's a lot of factors in that question. A lot of factors. Do you feel better about acro at all now, Kitty Corn? Yeah, I do this every Tuesday on this channel, JD. Every Tuesday. Hopefully that helped a little bit. You feel much better? Okay, awesome. Good. Okay. Talk to me about your showboats. Who do you love so far? And what needs work on them? Good answer. That's the right answer. So JD Silva, mostly I've been doing reviews on people that have been on the stream most every Tuesday, whose names I recognize from chat. So the best way to get one is show up to these streams and interact with chat. Don't just throw out random stuff to hopefully get one, you know what I mean? Just have good conversation. Or also people I know from my streams when I stream. Yeah. So Samu, yeah. So Waller with specific stuff is great, but without specific stuff, he's not great. Like he's a lot of people's best showboat. Same thing with Hall of Fame Ray. But honestly, I'm with you on the Samu page. Like love Samu. I don't have him, but I know his gameplay. Um, you're not gonna get faster. Boo, Lux. Boo. Uh, Boo. I get it. Right? I get it. This isn't what I was just talking about with me. I would never run Waller black, yellow, black, but I get why people like it. Absolutely, Kitty Corn. You don't need help at male showboat, like as far as that goes. Yeah, I hate that move set for him. It's too slow. It wins, but it's too slow. So I hate it. Ray is solid as well, depending on what you have. So I think and Waller is solid depending what you have. He's also great for green boss battle, by the way. Waller's really good for boss battle. He's solid for a bunch of boss battles. What's up, Festabomb? Lady is everyone's problem at Showboat, pretty much. Tori's the best with Moment, probably. Not probably. She's the best with Moment, in my opinion. You got Lita. You got so I would say just stun lock and win. It's probably not going to get super great for you. At Lady Showboat, it's a struggle for everyone. Even Tori with her Moment isn't exactly amazing without a bunch of nice stuff. So I think your showboat's mostly going to be about trainers. Um, yeah, yeah, Lita or Bailey. You can kind of pick which ones you like. Yeah, that's looking at it. That's that's everyone's in that same boat at Lady Showboat. To be honest, Kitty Corn, unless you have really good stuff. So um, Trish is worth working up for the purple move damage and Hall of Fame tokens as you get them, like we talked about before. What kind of? You don't have Bulldog Bracer. You do have Sheriff's Badge though. If you get your hand on a Bulldog Bracer, yes, Tori will be great this feud. If you get your hands on a Bulldog Bracer, KO can be quite good with a decent gem damage strap, and you already have Sheriff's Badges, two of them. So don't sleep on Powerhouse KO. We talked about Balor as a trainer. I would probably say your best focus will be Balor first for your Roman, right? Because we'll keep working on who's good for you and making them better. So focus Balor first as you get your tokens. I mean, you can take, if Samu's already winning for you on turn one, you don't necessarily need to take him silver because um, he keeps your talent down. You know what I mean? He just gives you more hit points and a cushion. So, because I'm assuming it's a move damage build for him. Yeah. And if you got Showboat Bailey, you said? I don't see Showboat Bailey. Definitely take Showboat Bailey up because she's a clutch 2 MP 100% green clutch trainer as well. Okay. Oh, oof. Uh Kitty Corn, I can tell you probably spend a little bit at least now since you came back, maybe not a ton. Do you do the King of Kings pass? Okay. So this is a tip for anyone short. And most people are getting the free Shobo KO is amazing if you have a Bulldog Bracer in particular, and a Sheriff's Badge helps too. Obviously, you want to get one of the IOW coin ones. All of them are good to get for sure. But one of the things you can do with your Showdown store coins from there. Where is this one? This one. Right here. So if you didn't know, because some people just don't go past the icons, that can help you in a pinch, potentially. Or they might have forgot about him. Gotcha, kitty corn. Okay, perfect. Um, so it seems like you're pretty squared away on Showboat, what you want to do, who you want to work on. You're mostly just waiting for tokens, to be honest. Oh, Lex, as well to the flat 12k. But if you're not struggling in tours, you probably don't need to take Lex up yet. There's more important irons in the fire, i.e., Balor for your Roman and Showboat Bailey for the green move damage and stuff. And yeah, Gable is really fun, and he doesn't really lose um at all. Make sure we don't miss any trainers. Shane can be useful-ish, but Showboat Scene is better. Do you have Showboat Cena leveled up? I didn't notice. 2 yellow MP, 40. Yeah, here he is. I think is that high enough for his buff? If not, put him on the fast track after Balor and stuff too. Perfect. Right on, Fifth Element. Thank you so much. How are you, buddy? Happy Tuesday. No way to short straps yet. It's a work in progress. It's a whip. Gotcha. Right on, Kitty Corn. That trainer is really good. So, oh, here's Bailey. I just didn't click it yet. Um, Montez trainer is great for the matchy match, and then Gable, like you said too. What's Gable's trainer? I don't remember right off. But you're short Showboat tokens, so there's only so much you can do. Chelsea's amazing, Lux. She is my favorite lady trickster. Oh yeah, green finisher. You're right, Queen Butha. Thank you. What is this? Oh, Twitch recap. That's what that icon is. Also, I think this is the first time I've seen you chat in here, Queen Butha. Welcome. All right. I'm assuming you love your dude techs. Let me go on a limb here. Um, Tell me about your techs and what you want to work on, if anything. Basically, Lux, she's got a couple builds. Triple purple can't lose, literally cannot lose unless they have anti-stun. It's ridiculous. And then her other move damage builds are fun, and she bleeds like crazy. Tex, okay, yeah, everyone's. Nikita's the best, and or you could argue New Becky. I prefer Nikita. New Becky with 99 MP, obviously better. Maybe with Moment, New Becky also better. I don't have New Moment or New Becky. Everyone's in that boat at Lady Tech. So we'll see what we can do. Probably, yeah, either Alundra or Ronda. So probably, I don't know. It's been so long. It's just rough. DDP's okay. If you have like a Veer plate, you'll never lose. But I don't think you have a Veer plate, Derek. He's okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, Steven Randall. This week's talent up was awesome. Tech Brett, red finisher and solid coach. That doesn't help your ladies at all though. Edge take up for the flat black gem damage. Lex, make sure he's high enough for the 2 blue MP, 1 multiply. I use that one a lot. You don't need to work on your male techs though, as far as for feuding. I mean, you got Anvil and Cody. You know what I mean? So with what you have, the male techs is more just working on possible trainers. Honky Tonk Man, again, these old Hall of Fame tokens, there's a bunch of them. What kind of strap do you have either for Shayna, for Alundra, or Ronda? Any of those? What kind of strap? Um, Pat Patterson, 2 blue MP, 100% blue move damage. Great trainer to take to 6-star. He's not a terrible fighter at all either. So, yeah, I don't know if that was a mistake or intended or what. But the talent up, I got to assume it was a mistake just because it was so easy, but I'll take it. Okay, no real strap. Boy, yeah, Pat's really fun. He's solid. He's a really solid tech. Gee. Uh, yeah, I don't. Kitty Corn, do you have a legendary at least for either of them? So we can potentially go that route, or no, not even a legendary. Right, Knight? Yeah, that would be my advice, to be honest. Giovanni's great, Schliss. Um, he's the one of the few people that I actually like their sub build because he can hit the sub every single turn. It's very smooth. Um, so like if you don't have a lot of high powered straps and metals, Giovanni's pretty amazing on your roster. Pop Naka is super fun, Lux. Super duper fun. Really, really like Naka, especially from a fun factor. Yeah, Giovanni's really solid, especially like I said, 10% gem damage legendary. Okay. So honestly, I would probably just continue using Alundra. What setup are you running for her? How's it working for you so far? Ish. Um you have the skip turn you said. I would imagine triple green still what I would run. Mm, the sub is just to slow them down and get multiplies on the board and let the green, green, blue. Which two greens? For sure, Lux. I'm assuming the choose sub and countdown, so this way. And just letting the countdowns do the work. Do you have trouble getting back to the blue? Or do you find it fine? Yeah, Schliss, absolutely. Give me 1 second, bud. Oh, actually, I think I can just do this. I think is it Mherex, the command in here? Mherex. There you go. Honky Tonk Blues? That's perfect then. Okay. Then with blowing, yeah, I think you're fine that way, to be honest. Lower charge, so I think it's 6 of this, half a dozen of the other. The finisher does not like the finisher hits super hard anyway. So you're mostly letting the countdowns do the damage in her case. Um, right? Like that's just and getting as many countdown gems as you can and letting that do the damage. So yeah, I think that's fine. That's no issues with that. If you said you had like a super high gem damage strap, you could maybe try some of the multiply nonsense with whatever that plate is. The Cody plate, multiply gems, yellow gem damage. You could potentially try that, but we don't have that. You know what I mean? Thanks, Schliss. That's the goal. I hate generally just saying, like, if somebody asks me who should I take up, X or Y? I hate those questions because I can't answer it properly. There's so many variables. Lux, I mean, that's fine if that's what you want to do. Uh, Cowboy Bob is really useful against powerhouses. It depends on what other techs you have. Nikita, though, really tech lady options are so limited. I feel like she's kind of miles the best option. So that one I feel like you probably should level up. Hey, brother Ray, how are you? I'm doing well. Um, I think we talked about everything in tech, right? Did I miss this one? So Kofi can be okay as well, but nothing that's better than what you have. Um, yeah, I think we talked about the trainers mostly. So I think we're probably goodish on tech. Is any really helps me as well. I might look like I have a big roster. Yeah, for sure, Kitty Corn. Like it's easier sometimes too if you stand back from it and look at because like I don't have any attachment to your roster if that makes sense, right? Like sometimes and like I'm just trying to look at a broad view as well. It never hurts to have opinions. Um so back to your plates. Really you have good plates. Sheriff's Badge makes sense on Cody, makes sense on KO. This makes sense on Dexter. The plate that I see that's good that's not in use is you have one free Titan. Are you happy with where your Titans are right now? Um, or do you feel like do you just not know where that other one could potentially go? Oh yeah, you got the other one's on Taker, which is a great spot. You have another free one now, so you have two Titans sitting. Nice, Steven. That's awesome. So, like, what else can I help with today? Potentially, like, is there any plates that you wondering if they make a huge deal or? Yeah, if so, if you don't know where to put them, I think this is important. If you don't have a good spot, don't just stick a plate on to stick it on because that removal currency is a very, very high. It's very important to have, right? So don't just put a plate to put a plate. Um, so I mean, Titan basically is basically powerhouses. So I mean, Cody potentially, depending how you're running him, but I didn't see you have one on him. Hall of Fame Taker's the right spot for one, because he's really good with it. If you have Hall of Fame Taker, probably doesn't make sense to take Ridge up, um, unless it's Sans, yeah. Yeah, Scon, his sub is actually really solid if you don't have the right stuff. Yeah, new Stone Cold is ridiculous. Like, he's ridiculous. So good. Like I think he moves the powerhouse needle a lot. He did on my roster. Uh Uncle Meow, it should be 5 plate swaps free and like 20 on the paid a month in my opinion. Is Taker better than Ridge with Titan? They're similar. Baloo, very similar. 25 would be a great number. Sure, that works for me. Only because I refuse to put a drip on Andre. Yes. I hate drips. I have one and I hate it. I just because I need more. Yeah, so if you feel like we got your roster pretty good, Kitty, that would be great. I also love feedback. I would love feedback on these after getting to try a few of the things we talked about, how it works and stuff. Because the more information I have, the better. Hopefully, I can help with these. And also, yeah, show up. I didn't stream a lot last week. My computer, my graphics card died, and I wasn't sure how my old ancient one would handle it. But I probably will stream tomorrow on my channel and stuff. What am I running for feud? Uh, yeah, quick shout out. Sure. What do you want to shout out? Probably gonna run this. Sonya will go up to 6-star, I think, probably. But this, I want to try out the new moment with EO. Live should feast with the. It should just be 2-click with the 200% yellow buff for me. Nikki, I got a pretty nasty build for now. Yeah, I have the NXT moment and her sub is buff, so I'm just indexing her sub. So she'll have 200%. She'll be doing 1.5 million for 5 turns. You stream champs too? You're also both legally blind and partially deaf? HCA is the best faction you've ever been in? Finally, Uncle Meow Meow has been my guide in this game since I got really big into it during COVID. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the community, there's a lot of great people in the community. After Lux, I do it after, so they stay. And I can put it on a yellow, so I recycle. That's awesome, Kitty Corn. What do you, if, I think I am too. I obviously have trouble, when the board starts glowing, when I'm matching a bunch of gems, I can't see jack crap, and I'm not legally blind. So I imagine that's difficult. I didn't know you streamed. Was it? I'm assuming you stream under the. Here, let's try this. Shout out. So everyone should go give Kitty Corn a follow. I'm gonna try and do that right now. Shout out. You can click on her name and give her a follow. Kitty Corn 2877. Let's see if I did this right. I'm like the worst Twitch partner ever. That work? Did that not work? Somebody that knows it. Why? Maybe we can't do shout outs on the champs channel. I thought that worked. Did I spell it wrong? I don't know. Anyway, click on her name and give her a follow. I'm gonna do that right now. HCA. What does HCA stand for? Big faction is a big deal. There's a lot to this game, so it helps a lot. For sure. Yeah, so Lux, I do the columns afterwards, so that I can put it on a yellow and recycle. What's Holy Cow, Willbreaker? Yeah, I usually turn auto on if I can when I get subbed because I have so much trouble seeing it. Um, and I'm not legally blind. I may as well be though, for how much I struggle seeing the board. Hollywood Champions Alliance. Yeah, right on, guys. Oh, holy cow, HC. I see what you're saying. You're messing with me. Yeah, Brother Ray. There's a ton of really good new posters. It's pretty wild, to be honest. What did somebody else ask? Oh yeah, they wanted to see my roster for feud. Probably like that. Legally licensed, dude. What's your favorite flavor of crayon to eat? That's the most important question. Your favorite flavor of crayon to eat? Your favorite color is clear. Donnie Allen, not that I've heard. I have not heard any at all. With the 200% yellow buffs gone, Just like this, 2 clicks. I'm only clicking these two. I'll probably put the kick out in. Yeah, I'll just run triple yellow now. I'm just going to run that way. And just 2-click it. Almost no one streams Feud. I usually don't stream at all on the weekends. I don't like Mrs. Mherex having to listen to me stream for hours. I do miss streaming them, though. It made it go way faster. Yeah, mine does if I want to. Yeah, I have a 50% powerhouse legendary, so it could be better. But this feud, this should do fine 2 clicks. This should do just fine 2 clicks. It should be big enough. So just click the buff and just click this if you have a decent strap. And you have your stars filled and are maxed. Without that, I can't 2-click. And then I tend to cascade and it's very animaty. A lot of move animation, so I don't particularly like it. So if you got this strap on the prize wall a while back, and if you have these plates, Nikki is actually good this way. And with this bottom line, she can run this in feud. This is going to hit really hard. Looking at maybe you, One True King, because I know you love your strikers so much. You actually do have the moment for what's her butt, so you probably don't need another one. And I still have hollow stars on this Nikki, so could be much better yet. Yeah, you have Sherry with moment, so $10 mil's not bad though. At 6-star bronze with a hollow, and levels not maxed. I wonder if we can get Luna. I feel like if WWE would allow Luna, we'd already have her. I don't know if that's true or not, Will Breaker, but WWE, it's really hard to get the older wrestlers in the game. They say no to a lot of them. Like, I think a ton of people would love Luna in the game. I think Canyon would be awesome. I'd love to get Canyon in the game. Or Mortis or both. Um, you know, but the older eras are super difficult, I think. I would like Bruiser Brody, the Von Erichs. Stevie Richards would be awesome. Like every ECW wrestler everywhere. Nikki with Tierra, let me look. If the multiply... Oh, yeah, no. Well, not this one, because of black gems. It buffs black gems. So no. Tierra buffs black. I don't know, Derek. I actually don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Billy Gunn we can't get because he's in AEW. Raven would be amazing, but I think he's other places. So I think it's a no-go. Al Snow and Head would be great. I love Al Snow. Blue Meanie. I want Billy Kidman. I would mark, I'm not even lying. I would mark out for Billy Kidman. I freaking loved Kidman. Loved Kidman. I also all the WCW cruiserweights. Why not? Bull Buchanan, Corporate Boss Man. I'm surprised we haven't got Buff Bagwell. Have a good night, Kitty Corn. Thanks for being on. Thank you. That I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me do the roster review as well. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like that's the case, Sandel, unless they sign legend deals. So that's why we got the Dudleys back. They signed a legend deal with WWE. So when they sign whatever kind of legend deal it is, we can get them in the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Brian Pillman finally, since Pillman's estate signed a Legends deal. Those are the things to look at, I think, for like who we could potentially get in the game. And I think those Legend deals make a big difference with WWE. So I don't know, but I would expect a Pillman soonish. The worst Raw main event in history. That's hilarious. But I mean, with Steiner, WCW Steiner and Buff Bagwell, HD. I think we'll probably. My guess. This is just a complete guess. I feel like 6 star every year happens in the summer when the star goes up. So the star level usually lately. So I feel like June or July we'll see 6 star gold, and I feel like CM Punk will be released the first month we see a new tier. So my guess would be July for CM Punk and 6 star gold. That's just straight up a guess, but it would kind of make sense to me. I'm not a CM Punk fan. Zandel knows this at all. But a lot of people will pop huge for CM Punk. I do not like him. Best in the world. Hugh Morris. What's up, Kevin? Oh, Live Video's not doing too bad. I would love Paul Bearer in the game. 100% love Paul Bearer in the game. Z Punk? That's hilarious. I like I would be good with managers in the game. 100% would be good with it. Bobby the Brain, Jimmy Hart, Paul Bearer, Brother Love. Paul Heyman, Miss Elizabeth, Cornette, sure. Gray boots and gloves. Doesn't doesn't Trickster Taker, the old one, kind of look like that one, the new gen one though? Lux, let me look at him. It's been forever since I actually looked at the card. Oh, sir, don't find me for Poe. Why don't I just do this? Because I forget I can do it all the time. Nope, purple boots. Okay, purple boots. Do you think they'd remove 3 star? We'll probably get an Ali Hall of Fame next month. I'm not sure what you mean by that, JD Silva. It's very rare they release a Hall of Famer outside of Hall of Fame. I think, is Taker the only one that got the Auto Hall of Fame treatment? Hall of Fame Taker, other than don't all the rest, haven't they all released in January besides Taker? Always grinding. I don't know your roster, but he's one of the better tricksters. He can be a little bit slow. Wasn't Hall of Fame Angle during Hall of Fame month? He was different too? Okay. I don't know. I can't remember. Hall of Fame Ali would be cool. I'd be down with it. I like my boxers, so. Oh, it's already after 5. Probably been going long enough. Eh, anything else you guys wanna see before I call it a stream? Perfect was Hall of Fame month? Okay. Any other final questions? I don't know. They'll probably find a way at some point to introduce some other kind of IOW, I would think. I don't know what that would be, but it wouldn't surprise me at some point. Eh? No way, Scott. I don't do regular showdown matches. Eh. Who's Leisha Darling? On the Champs channel, I typically won't raid them unless they're WWE or somebody that I know. Who is that, Knight? I have no idea, Gelfing. New champ streamer. Let me look it up. Nope, I had no new info, just the same stuff potentially if people wanted to see it that Professor had yesterday. But I don't see really a reason to do that, and no one even asked anything about it, so. Um, so nope. It was just a roster review, hanging out with Mherex for apparently 2 hours and 40 minutes today. Yeah, me too, Willbreaker. What's what's live play? Don't we all play live? I'm not sure what live play means. Maybe I just don't understand it. Looks like she's playing Tuesday right now, or Tuesday. Playing Destiny right now, though. Unless there's another Alicia. Too bad. Yeah, no. That is her? Okay. Yeah, she's playing Destiny. Yeah, if it's not champs or like a WWE like Dakota Kai, like Charlie Girl, or Shayna Baszler or somebody like that, then I won't rate them on the official channel. But I will plug the channel for people that want to check it out. Why not? Yeah. Uh just to be safe. I don't know if Purple really cares, but I probably shouldn't raid another game. When I hope you're not actually asking me that, Gelfing. I have no idea. DJ going live? What's today? Today's Tuesday. Does he stream on Tuesdays? I mean, I don't know. If he's going live, I certainly wouldn't raid him. That chump sucker? Are you kidding? I'm training to kick his bootay. Yeah. Yeah. We wouldn't raid DJ. You can walk over to his stream. I'm not taking you there. What do you mean storyline? Dude, doctors internet images saying I'm doing pulls and it's all the free ones. Do I actually have beef with him? Do you think I'm actually going to answer that? You can't tell? What? You didn't see the videos? Watch the videos. I stole Chump Sucker from him, actually, Scone. Storyline, big love. I will make him humble. There are videos explaining it. Okay. Well, you should watch his first, I guess, if you want to do it chronologically. Can't believe I'm going to go to this dude's channel, whatever. So, chronologically, give me 1 second. This. Okay, this was his video, and I took a couple days to respond to it. So that's his video. And I wasn't going to, but people kept bugging me. Like, whoa, you gonna respond, Mherex? You can't just let him say that, blah, blah, blah. So I wasted my time on a short response. Which is, here's the link for that. And somebody said he has a response to my response today, which I haven't seen yet. So I'll probably check that out after the stream and then think about if I'm gonna respond or not. Watch it on stream? No, it's time for me to go. I'm not doing that on the Champs channel. That's Purple will probably get mad. I don't think, you know. Yeah. Anyway, go watch my Live video if you're curious about Trick Live. Right here. Nope, that's not this. Go watch this if you haven't yet. It's a deep dive on Trick Live. So there's a bunch of links. Hey, you got it. You got there eventually, Big Love. You got there eventually. Oh, and just for Rusty, who's not here. Big Love, 198138. Yep. No problem, Jason. Cora's next. Yep, Cora's next. I want to try and do one deep dive a week, I think. But maybe I'll get to Cora sooner. I don't know. But Cora's next, and then I'll probably do Rick Steiner after that, since so many people just got him as well. So. Oh, no, I didn't do a Striker Bam Bam preview. Nope. That was November. They didn't, I wasn't able to do previews in November, which made me a little bit testy. Well, somebody said a new one dropped. Maybe it didn't, Scone. I don't know. Drip plate? No drip plate build on Live. Sorry, Gumsy. I'm working on a special drip plate build for you, Gumsy, though. Don't worry. Who's it? I'm working on a drip plate build for you for Ridge. He's actually worse with the drip than a Titan, but it's more expensive to run. So I figured you'd like that. Okay, anyway, guys, I'm out for the night. I'll probably stream tomorrow on my channel. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate you. Lee, give yourself a shout out. Follow the Champs chat, guys. You know, if you want to, if you're not, follow me. That'd be great. Check out our YouTubes. Everything helps. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, there's the Champ Chat guys. They do the podcast thing, which is really cool. Mainly because they had me on it once, so they say they want me on it again, but who knows if that's true. Um, yeah. Also follow all your other content creator guys except for DJ and gals. Follow Goldie, Professor, the Zorro. Um, yeah. Follow Iron Sheik, who's been in the chat too. He's a great champ streamer and a great dude. Did I forget anyone? Oh yeah, Benny, Davey, Sap Daddy. Yeah, Sap Daddy and Milo. Absolutely. Sap Daddy's the best looking champion streamer by far. That dude's really good looking for, you know, an elderly gentleman. Yep, Goldie and Sir Zorro. Absolutely. J Man's a good dude too. Yep, yep. Anyway, uh, peace, guys. Have a good night. And I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. It's fun.